Are you ready to rumble? Welcome! My name is Troy Kearns. I'm your host, and today we are going to get into the 10 best freaking side hustles from a multi-millionaire. If you're broke, if you're looking for extra money, if you're working a 9 to 5, you're like, man, I'm not ready for real estate quite yet, Troy. I need to earn some extra money. These are things that I would do if I needed extra money and I didn't want to start in real estate right away. This is what I would do. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to break it on down. Number one, it's becoming like a DoorDasher, driving Uber Eats, Grubhub. If you have reliable transportation, you're over the age of 16 years old, you can drive a car and deliver food. And let me tell you something, you can make a lot of money. Like literally they default and they give you a tip right away. Plus people will give you cash for delivering it to you. And you can literally do this in addition to your normal job. Or if you don't have a job and you're a teenager and you're like, oh, I need some extra money, you can do this. This will make you a lot of money. And guess what? It'll teach you a skill set. What's that skill set? Approach people, teach you how to read addresses, look at streets, most importantly, customer service. I actually worked at Red Robin for 8 years, and I did something similar to DoorDash. I was a waiter at Red Robin. I was a busboy at Red Robin, and I worked for tips. Tips are fantastic. I absolutely never thought I was gonna do anything else. Like once I started working at Red Robin for tips, I'm like, man, it doesn't get any better than this. Why does anybody else do anything else? I'd walk home, I'd have a pile of cash in my pocket and save that money, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. So that's the number one idea, is become a DoorDasher. Use one of those apps, become an Uber Eats person, become whatever is paying you the best money, whatever's got the best service out there. You do your own research, you figure out what works for you, have a vehicle, and start that right away. Number two, you could become a freelancer. What is a freelancer? That's somebody who gets on sites like Upwork, Fiverr. I use these sites all the time. And you could do something like blogging for people, emailing for people, help people on social media. You could edit videos for me, research, job posting. You could do anything that you have a skill set that you have a natural inclination to do. And here's how it works. Somebody posts a job, like I post a job, I'm like, hey, I need someone to help me with my Mississippi tax sales. And guess what? You say, hey, I can do that. And then you're gonna determine whatever you make. You can bid the job and you can say, yeah, that's not enough for me, I'll bid this. And based on your work performance, based on your reviews, you're gonna be able to make more money. If you're like somebody who hasn't ever done anything, what you might want to do to get your rating up is say, hey, buddy, pal, post a job. I'll do the job for you. Then give me a good rating. Then you'll have your buddy sign up for Upwork, hire you, leave a review, and now you're branded. Now you're somebody who's got a good track record of doing something, and now you're rated highly. But you can make a ton of money on Upwork, on Fiverr, by working remotely from the privacy of your own home. I literally have posted all sorts of jobs. I have 10 jobs going at any point in time. There's endless jobs through freelancing, so you can become a freelancer. That's number two. Number three, flip anything, right? You guys check out Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He literally goes all around town buying stuff like mugs at garage sales for 5 cents, and he flips those, right? He flips them on eBay, but you can literally do the same thing that he does. It doesn't take much money. You can go to garage sales, buy old crap, and sell it online. When I was moving my office and I was renting out my space, I had bought all this new furniture, and I was like, I don't want it. I can either throw it away or sell it. So I sold it for a great price, and I'm asking the guys as I'm helping him, why do you need 25 freaking chairs? He's like, I'm flipping them. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I bought them from you for 20 bucks. I'm gonna sell them for 40 or 50. So you can flip anything, and you don't have to have a lot of money. You can become a couch flipper. If you haven't checked out Ryan Pineda, a good friend of mine, he does couch flipping, right? That's how he got his start. You can literally flip anything. In fact, one of the things that you could do that probably not many people are thinking about is if you worked with a guy like me who flips houses, you literally could trash out their houses at a discount and you could sell all the crap in those houses. We throw that stuff away. There's a lot of money in those houses that we just throw in the garbage, and you can make the money off them. People on eBay make hundreds and millions of dollars flipping stuff. Number four, you can grow stuff. Flowers, tomatoes, and obviously you got to check with your local municipalities, your state regulators, and make sure that you can actually sell stuff like that. Puppies, you can become a breeder. You can make puppy love. You can grow kitty cats, iguanas, you can grow ferrets, you can breed anything you want to breed, right? As long as it's legal and you got a license to do it, you can do it. The world is your oyster. You can grow oysters. They have oyster farms. So there's a million things to grow out there. The sky's the limit. I'm not going to tell you what you can't grow, what you can't grow, but I'm going to tell you can grow stuff. As long as it's state and legally compliant, you can grow it. There's this great guy on TikTok that all he talks about is hey, before you throw this away, make sure you know that you can actually grow an avocado from this. You can actually grow a pineapple from this. You can actually grow this from this. Grow anything and sell it for money. That's number 4. Number 5 is definitely becoming like a side hustle waiter, a side hustle server, a side hustle bartender, something in the service industry. You could work weddings, a freelance bartender. You could do anything where you have a little bit of time, you can make a lot of money. Working in the restaurant industry is a great side hustle, right? Like working at Capitol Grill or some nice restaurant like that where you work a few hours in the evening after your 9 to 5 and you can make a few $100 in that evening. For a lot of people, it's their job, but you could do it as a side hustle. You could literally say, I can only work 2 or 3 days a week. And it would tell you a lot of things. It would tell you how to treat people. It would tell you, oh my God, I didn't treat those people right because they wrote a $0 tip. These skill sets make you a better person. Why? Because you learn customer service. Customer service is huge, important. And right now, it'll stand out because nobody's got it. Number 6, you want to become an influencer. Let's say you got nothing special to share. Who cares? You could literally start talking and educating people about things that you are interested in, and you could become an influencer because of that. Let's say you're really interested in cameras. Start a TikTok, start an Instagram, start a YouTube channel about cameras, and you could go through breaking down all of these cameras, how they work, what products are accessories for them, and you could sell them by affiliate links. Every one of these manufacturers has an opportunity for you to make a product by selling them. It's called affiliates. And so you could literally become a blogger, an influencer, all this stuff, and as you're building your brand, they'll put the link in there. That's what you would do as the influencer, as the blogger, and then you're making a rip off everything that person orders. And all you're doing is you're making it easy for them to order what they already wanted by giving them the research, by giving them the links, by giving them the tools, and you're getting paid. You can literally tell people how to use basic equipment that you know how to use, and you can do tutorial videos on that stuff, and people will pay you to learn how to use it and sell the affiliate links to buy that product. You get paid 2 ways. That's number 6. Number 7, Turo or Airbnb, right? Rent out your freaking car. Do the math. If you live close to home, rent out your car and walk. Take the bike. Rent out your car, rent out your car, rent out your car. You got a truck? Rent out your freaking truck. Everybody needs a truck. Or buy a truck, make it your second vehicle, and rent it out. I already have like 2 vehicles on Turo. I got my Porsche on Turo. I've got my Sprinter van on Turo. I have those vehicles on Turo. Now, do I use them to make money? Well, I use them to make money, but I use them to soften the blow. We Airbnb our apartment. We do something like called Furnished Finders, which is for nurses, which doesn't charge as much as Airbnb. If I do it, if it's good enough for me, and I've got multi-millions of dollars, then it's good enough for you. This is one of my personal favorites, number 8, landscaping, power washing, and painting. These are things that people just don't like to do. I was getting like paid like $10 for mowing like acre yards back when I was young. Like this guy in Sedalia tried to charge me $100 for like a lawn that should cost like $30. There's big money in mowing people's yards, and you can buy good equipment. You could buy blowers, you can buy all these things which qualify for bonus depreciation, because once you have a business, all your expenses are deductible. Your car's deductible. Any sort of business use, if you start a landscaping business, power washing business, a painting business, or all the above, you could do that and make lots of money. You can mow every yard in sight. You could snow plow. A lot of guys in Kansas City, Missouri, when they don't landscape in the summertime, guess what they do in the wintertime? They snow plow. But it's a great way to make money. Painting, that is a great way to make money. It doesn't take a lot of skill to learn how to paint. No offense to painters out there. Like, you could be like an excellent painter, but the kind of painting I'm talking about is like, you know, painting the exterior of a house. You can do that with a brush. You can do that with a roller. You can do that with a spray paint thing. It doesn't take that much. You can watch some DIY videos. You know, there's a lot of ways you can make money where you don't have to be a professional. You can pressure wash someone's driveway, but there's lots of money doing stuff that people don't like to do, and people don't like to paint. People don't like generally to do their own landscaping, and generally they don't like to do their own power washing. Number 9, you can rent out your tools. If you have a nice piece of equipment, you can rent it out. It's so hard to find tools at a reasonable price that you could actually rent out your tools. Like if you have a bulldozer, if you got a lawnmower, if you just have like a miter saw, whatever you need, somebody else needs it, you can put it up for rent on Facebook Marketplace. You can put it up for rent on Craigslist. You can put it up for rent anywhere, and eventually you might get a following. You could offer delivery services just like anybody else. You can rent out your stuff. Number 10, you could become a wholesaler. Wholesalers are deal finders. And if you're a deal finder, like you actually know how to find deals and bring them to people, you're literally selling the contract to an investor like myself, and you can make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. The most money I made on a wholesale deal was $90,000. And you know what it cost me? $0. That is the most money I made on a wholesale deal. And you can do that. You can become a deal finder, or you can just become a bird dog. Bird dog is just somebody who just says, hey, go look at that house over there, and if you buy it, pay me. Wholesaler will lock up the contract. You learn how to negotiate real estate. You need to learn all of that stuff. And it's literally the best hidden secret. It's only become famous in the last 6 years. It's been going on for years and years and years and years. Or if you're really serious about getting into it, schedule a free call with me and my team. We actually teach people how to invest in real estate through the program called the Millionaire Mentorship. You can go to troykearns.com, schedule a call, or click the link below. Make sure you get started doing one of these side hustles. There's so many. Gravitate to wherever your head wants to take you, but all of these are great opportunities for you to make money, for you to get ahead. And if you're behind right now and you need to get ahead, you need a side hustle. Make sure you get started today. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you take action. Make sure you invest in yourself, and make sure you subscribe to our videos. You see, we're putting out real content for you every day. Peace.